So this all comes back to her kid. Naturally, it fell to OJ, who had done a little field work before. He went back to that factory to figure out why the workers quit, and there was a familiar face, the only worker willing to test. This worker has faith and a good heart, so he wouldn't pull a fast one on him. Oddly, no one but him in the factory knew what happened. Before OJ could think clearly, he spotted the key detail. All pipes were replaced. More importantly, it was changed before the employees quit. I think the factory must have used steel blocks. They even used non-chlorinated materials. Hal managed to team up with diamonds. Was he trying to start a revolution or something? And so began a hilariously awkward conversation. Madeline knocked on the door, and once the upholsterer opened up, no matter what she asked, he was as slippery as an eel. She made a bathroom excuse and snuck into his house. She seized the chance to photograph his luxurious home, filled with costly furniture, amidst a dusty exterior. The money was long gone. Colleagues suspected that farm funds were being misused. Madeline suspected this could be the factory's smokescreen, and there was no need to focus too much. Seems he took hush money. They examined regulatory reports and factory finances. OJ found invoices for roof repairs, $350,000 for retiling alone. Outrageous. This is impossible. She noticed the authorized signer was from the Industrial Investment Company, indicating major roof issues. OJ found mold at the repair sites, and a worker even broke down there. At this point, the roof's mold likely contaminated the baby formula. OJ sampled for testing. If confirmed, the factory would be held responsible. But the test results showed that the mold wasn't the killer bacteria, and the clues hit another dead end. OJ had no choice but to focus on the jury's votes, and unfortunately, the one preparing to take the stand was the frosty Vanessa. Faced with OJ's passionate plea, Vanessa remained stone-faced, showing no signs of sadness or anger. It was curt and chilly. OJ attempted to guide her to express her pain, but Vanessa's walls were up and she wasn't budging. Subtitles, she rejected everything with an aggressive approach, making OJ attempt to end on an unpleasant note. OJ was quite fearless. She honestly confessed to Madeline that while she was anxiously scurrying around like a rabbit to win the lawsuit, she was also enduring immense suffering from it. Madeline told her not to abandon uncovering wounds, the cost of truth, and a healing process. Even though Vanessa seemed disinterested in the chance to appeal, Madeline knew that if she didn't push her to fight for it, she would be stuck living in regret forever. She recalled Madeline saying she had lost her husband, daughter, and felt the pain of a child's loss. She didn't have any of those little kid toys. She felt a bit like a big kid herself. She breathed freely in a new world, and her feelings were completely incomparable, while Madeline wiped her tears away. Subtitles, attempting to refrain from emotionally detaching herself. She tried to steer the conversation away by expressing that she felt a twinge of jealousy towards that courageous worker who had the audacity to voice her opinions, as she possessed both faith and a well-thought-out plan. The sister casually brought up the workers' feet, shed once signed up, and carried a broken cabinet. Let me tell you where her cabinet is. All clues now fit. On the day of the court hearing, the second elder sister cleverly posed questions to the worker, inquiring whether the incident of the roof collapse and the broken arm occurred before the production of the toxic milk powder. She also pointed out that after her arm was fractured, she had to wear a cast for 8 weeks. During this particular period, the company would not grant her sick leave, compelling her to continue working with her arm in a cast. Fortunately, she served as the supervisor in charge of quality control, a role that did not require her to frequently use her arms. However, the sole opportunity she had to make a significant impact arose when a pipe on the production line burst. Amidst the ensuing chaos, she bravely rushed forward to hold up the pipe, preventing it from causing harm to others. This occurred during toxic milk powder production. Her cast prevented her from wearing gloves, likely contaminating it. The opposing lawyer quickly shot back, saying the worker only touched the pipes for a couple of minutes, while the plaintiff was with the kids every second. Who knows if they used purified water for the formula, washed their hands properly before, or sanitized the bottle. Even mere bottles and boxes could indicate that the contamination must have originated from the gypsum. Right during the second sister's debate, her arm fractured, the courtroom buzzed. The sister looked grave. What came next would be the toughest. She had to tap into Vanessa's emotions to snag the crucial sympathy vote from the jury. She was protecting herself. You must stay focused. I know I'll do it, I just don't know how to do it. When Anne and Vanessa heard the declaration, they finally got the help they were seeking after pleading for it. It's really worth it. Trust me on this. Yeah, Vanessa still had that cold look on her face. Time's ill. They throw away any unused bottles to prevent the kids from getting sick. The sister took a deep breath and asked about her connection with Dante. Actually, her previous focus was on Vanessa's personal pain after losing the child. This focus made Vanessa defensive. She'd feel it was taking advantage of her child and emotions. Ultimately, it overlooked their pain. The last time she heard Madeline speak of her daughter, only then did the second sister realize sorrow stemmed not just from loss, but from memories that made their love unbearably heavy. This lawsuit brought them profound pain, but it also gave them the courage and strength to move forward. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll bring you more amazing content.